Don't let anyone force you into coming out. Don't let anyone force you into taking up a label that you're not comfortable with. Take your time. Growing up, I had absolutely no idea of what a trans person could be because all I saw around me was horrifying depictions in the media. When it comes to being trans, it's really influenced by intersections of identity. Like in India, depending on caste and class and religion and disability, like it's very variable. So the trans community isn't like a monolith. The online space was the only space I could be myself. It was therapeutic at a time that I didn't have access to therapy and such. I just felt like there was such a dearth of representation as far as Indian trans people are concerned. I wanted to be the kind of person that I wish I had growing up, and to say that, hey, this sort of helps my parents understand things, and it humanizes this very abstract experience, because we never learned this in sex ed, and we never learned this anywhere really growing up. It's important for us to be visible when we have the privilege of doing that. We must be visible and assert ourselves, because we're very actively erased from the mainstream, very actively removed from conversations. So we need to be there and assert ourselves. And secondly, as someone from a medical background, to create that kind of change in healthcare for trans people is so important. Only very recently was gender incongruence sort of removed from the ambit of mental illnesses and mental health issues, so to speak, right? So unfortunately, that pathologization still exists in medicine, especially in India. You will find trans people, trans women in particular, just getting thrown out of hospitals or like mistreated. And it's so common that even the most basic primary healthcare is inaccessible. For people starting their transitions or just figuring out their identity, I would say, like, give yourself time. Like, I just rushed the process of figuring myself out, I feel, because I was so obsessed with labeling myself and finding like the right words. I just didn't take enough time to really come to terms with who I am. And I continue to deal with internalized transphobia. I continue to deal with a certain amount of self-hatred. So it's a work in progress. There are people out there who are fighting for you. Take your time to understand yourself. And most importantly, like, don't let anyone tell you that you don't deserve to take up space. Take up space. It's important. And you are beautiful, and you deserve to be heard, and you deserve to have a voice. And just don't give up, and it gets better. Like, I keep saying that again and again because we didn't know if it would get better ever, but in so many ways it did. So it will get better. So I think that is all for today. Bye.